Hello everybody, Pokemon Trainer Diode here, and I bring you the most challenging, gut-wrenching, time-consuming, frustrating, agonizing, and a plethora of negative adjectives Pokemon Challenge run I have ever tried. Sure, I have only done the Tyro run in Crystal, but the statement still holds true. Today I'm here to warn you, nay, discourage you, from ever wanting to try this out for yourselves. I put my sanity, my wife, and my life on the side just so I could give you guys my personal answer to the question, can I beat Pokémon Platinum with just a Happiny? I'm not asking if you guys can, because there's probably a madman out there with the answers to all my questions. But after looking around for a while I didn't find anything online, so I wanted to try it out for myself and be the first one to tackle this. As usual, I'll only be using a Happiny in battle, but other Pokemon can be caught and used for HMs. Also, I will not be using healing items in battle other than held items, so no potions, full restores, or anything like that. Let's start off by taking a look at what I'm working with. Happiny stats are, at a glance, less than stellar, especially that attack and defense stats. Sure, it can take special attacks all day long, but if you poke it with a stick hard enough, Happiny may crack. Its move pool is standard for a normal type, being able to learn basically any TM you throw at it, and it's precisely what we have to abuse if we want to make it far at all on this challenge. Now that you guys have an idea of what I'll have to suffer through, let's start up the game and figure it out if I can beat Pokemon Platinum with only a Happiny. Before we launch the game, I configured the universal randomizer so that I can get a Happiny as a starter by replacing Turtwig. This will give Chimchar to my rival, giving them a fighting type and a complete offensive advantage over us. Barry, of course, can't contain himself and instantly challenges to a battle. Chimchar starts using Leer, and it doesn't take a genius to figure out we quickly lose this battle. We move on to Lake Verity to catch the legendary Pokemon hidden in the lake bed. Instead, we find Cyrus, a stoic old man with a mysterious purpose.
Yeah, dude, he's actually 27.
But wait, Cyrus is how old?
Yeah, he's not even 30, dude.
No, wait, let me check that out. Well, apparently Cyrus is only 27 years old. Huh. I guess he's been toying around with time and space for a while because he doesn't look a day under 60. After that encounter, Barry figures out we have no Pokeballs to catch anything with, so he blasts on ahead to Professor Rowan's lab to start his adventure. We slowly drag our feet to Sanjin Town, where we nickname our Happiny Joy, which is kind of an ironic name now that I look back at this footage. After exiting the lab, the professor gives us our first TM, Return, which we will make use of further down the line. For now, Joy can just keep wildly pounding at stuff. After clearing the routes north of Sanjam, we arrive at Jubilife City, where we meet Looker, a strange officer of the International Police. We also find Barry copying off some kid's homework in the trainer school. There, we give him a town map entrusted to us by his mom. We got our pockets from following around some creepy clowns, and now that we're done with menial tasks, we can train up Joy a bit more before taking on Barry on Route 203. With the grinding done, we teach Return to Happiny and take on Barry. Thanks to Return and Joy's increased happiness from countless Pokesides, the battle is extremely easy, and with a few returns, we claim victory. Then we move on to Urberg City. We dig out Gym Leader Rourke from the Urberg mines, and making a quick assessment about the damage we inflicted on the wild Geodude there, the only way to progress is to grind again. Trust me, you're gonna get very familiar with the phrase a lot in this video. Even at level 30, using Charm and Sweet Kiss on his Pokemon, we are no match for Rourke. But I decided I wasn't gonna grind anymore for this gym, so we kept rolling the dice until everything aligned perfectly and we defeated Rourke. I was gonna make a note about the number of attempts for each major battle, but I don't think I can count that high, so I'll just show you guys our wins. Our next stop is Floaroma Town, where we find out a gang of evildoers called Team Galactic has the Valley Wing Works and a scientist held hostage. So we do what we always do and trash them around for fun. Commander Mars is usually a run-ender for many Nuzlockes. Thankfully we are over leveled to almost twice our levels, which I thought would make the battle easier. With some cosmic level luck though, we managed to defeat Mars with only 2 hit points left. Eternal Forest was a minor inconvenience, but we get some levels off of the trainer battles there. We head straight to Eterna's gym to fight Gardenia. Her team consists of a Turtwig that loves setting up Reflect and Sunny Day, a Cherrim that loves to take advantage of both effects, and a Roserade who will wipe out whatever Pokemon you may have left. Many attempts later and we take down her Turtwig while timing out her Reflect. We confuse Cherrim and return a few times for the win. We get paralyzed against Roserade but we confuse it in return. A few turns of back and forth and we crit her for the badge. Next on the list is yet another Team Galactic takedown. We infiltrate their headquarters, toss around the grunts, and come to face Commander Jupiter. Her Zubat is easily defeated, but her Skuntank is a very different story. Honestly, kudos to Game Freak for making so many early battles this difficult. Skuntank starts by poisoning us. We lower its attack with Charm, but Night Slash has a high critical chance, so I'm wasting my time here. I refresh to get rid of the poison and we confuse Skuntank. Another miraculous few turns of Skuntank hitting himself in confusion and a crit from return and Commander Jupiter is defeated. We make it to our home city, where the ghost type Pokemon gym resides. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I never in a million years could have measured how hard this gym was going to be. I tried at our current level but I got wiped time after time. I grinded to level 40 to no avail. I even opted to try out using Struggle as a strategy, but Happiny's non-existent attack made us lose more HP than the damage we were dealing. I was at wit's end. Fantina was a wall we had to overcome, but how? I scoured the internet trying to find accessible TMs, berries, held items, anything that could help me win. I tried giving Happiny raspberries to heal Duskull Will-O-Wisps. I gave her HP healing berries. I tried it all. I had no choice. I had to, over the next few days, dedicate myself fully to leveling up Happiny until we hit the magic number. We went back to the gym at level 50, 60, 65, 70. That was my point of no return. I either beat Fantina in a few tries or I give up the challenge entirely and end the video right here. I taught Happiny Flash and Grass Knot, gave her a Raspberry and went for it again. The battle against Duskull was fairly easy this time. Our berry cured the burn, we flashed it until it was completely blind, we confused it with Sweet Kiss and proceeded to Grass Knot until we beat it. Hunter was next, and this is where a huge problem hit me. Grass Knot deals damage based on weight, and Hunter weights almost nothing. Plus, it's a poison type, giving it resistance to our grass move. The strategy was the same: confuse it, blind it, then whittle it down little by little with Grass Knot and self-inflicted damage. The battle with Mismagius followed suit. We confused it, Flash, Grass Knot, except that Mismagius knows Magical Leaf, making our Flash useless against at least that attack. The battle against Mismagius took about 20 minutes by itself, making this gym battle the longest battle I've ever had in a Pokemon game. Exhausted but victorious, we claimed the third gym badge in Sinnoh. Wait, we're only in the third badge? Fuck! Okay, let's skip all the filter. Next up, Maylene, the fighting type leader of Veilstone City. You know the drill, we lose a bunch of times then miraculously win. So we defeat both her Meditite and Machoke with ease, but then came the Lucario. You already know the big brain strats: Kiss, Flash, Kill. Again, with some ungodly luck, we managed to hold on with 8 hit points against a full HP Lucario that can easily knock us out, and play a reverse Uno card for the win. The rest of the Galactic storyline is irrelevant. Happiny is so overleveled at this point that almost every battle is over in one hit, so to Pastoria we go. Crusher Wake leaked up with a Gyarados, which we luckily one-shot thanks to a critical hit. Trust me, I tried many times. That Gyarados did about a third of our HP with every waterfall. Floatzel is a glass cannon, and 2 hits bring it down quite easily. Lastly, Quagsire becomes a victim of the creeping vines and falls to one Grass Knot. We meet Cyrus again in the Celestic Town ruins where he challenges us to a battle. Little does he know about the threat that is Happiny at this point in the game. Both Sneasel and Golbat go down in 2 returns, but not before landing a few good hits. His Murkrow was last and managed to drop us down to 29 HP with just 1 Drill Peck before getting knocked out. Happiny is so overleveled at this point, but it's still taking a lot of damage since apparently Sinnoh trainers love their physical attacks. Now in Canalave, we are challenged by Barry. We are level 85, but we still lose time and time again to his team of gigantic physical attackers. We take down his Staraptor after 2 returns, same with Heracross, but not before taking massive damage. Infernape is easily dealt with thanks to Confusion. Floatzel manages to land a hit, but it gets knocked out before doing anything dangerous. His last Pokemon, Roserade, is knocked out without doing anything major. If I don't find a way to deal with his team in the future, it will clearly be the end of this run. We challenged the Steel-type gym with ease, except for that one random trainer Scizor that kept beating us time and time again. If there's something that Redbug hates, it's fire. Thankfully, our TM supplier in Veilstone has one for a little move called Fire Blast, which solves all of our current problems. I find it hilarious that this little pink puffball can produce a flame strong enough to melt steel. We fight the Scizor once again and knock it out in a single hit. Now that we have Fire Blast, the rest of the gym trainers are smelted down to the floor and we come face to face with Byron, who uses only steel types, at around level 40, against my fire blasting level 86 Egg Ball. We meet up with our friends at the library where we are interrupted by a massive explosion. We split up and I go to Lake Valor to find it completely dried up after a bomb was blown up in it to expose the legendary Pokemon's dwelling place. In there, we meet Commander Saturn. Golbat is easily taken out by return, Toxicroak comes in, we burn it out with Fire Blast, which helps us survive his revenge. Lastly is Bronzor, which we melt down for the victory. Lake Verity is next, and here we face Mars. Since most of the commanders have the same Pokemon, the battles play out basically the same. Her prized Pokemon, Purugly, barely leaves a scratch on Happiny this time, and we knock it out easily. We traverse the snowy routes until we reach Snow Point City. We can't help Barry since we need the HM for Rock Climb, so I think we can set aside Team Galactic's attack on the region to go collect another badge. Our obstacle this time? Candice. Even with Fire Blast, her battle is ridiculously hard. Sneasel and Abomasnow get taken out easily, but the constant hail chipping us down poses a great threat. Piloswine is also knocked out in a single Fire Blast, but her last Pokemon, Frostlass, survives on 1 HP, heals up with a berry and hits us back with a blizzard. Thankfully, we have Shadow Ball on Joy to guarantee the win, 7 badges down. We're almost to the end, but there's still Team Galactic to take care of. Thankfully, Barry is taking care of Jupiter as we speak. We have another battle with Cyrus at the Veilstone HQ. This time, his team is even more dangerous than the last. Many attempts, a few grinding sessions, and new TMs acquired brings us back to face Cyrus one more time. Sneasel and Crobat got taken out with a Fire Blast easily. Honchkrow gets hit twice with Shadow Ball and it gets its special defense lowered both times. We survive with 15 HP and leave Honchkrow with high enough HP as to where it won't trigger the potion. We Fire Blast for the win. The way to the Sky Pillar was easy. We defeated everyone in one go and we traveled through the Distortion World to face Cyrus one last time. This was another battle where I had to reset a million times over a few days. Happiny is so weak that if everything doesn't work 100% in your favor, it works 100% against you. Our new strategy consists of using Attract to lower the chance of getting hit, and since all of Cyrus's Pokemon are male, it works wonders. His Houndoom was dealt with easily since it never got to attack. Gyarados was taken out by a critical Shockwave. Honchkrow suffered the same fate after being immobilized by Attract for a few turns, but not before it managed to land a hit on us. Weavile was a pain to deal with, forcing us to restart the battle time and time again after having overcome the rest of his team. Slowly but surely, our Attract strategy paid off and we take Weavile down with almost no HP left. Cyrus's Crobat hits us once before falling in love and being shocked to the ground by Joy. We're now face to face with the ruling Pokemon of the Distortion World, the one who keeps balance between time and space from a different dimension where none of those terms mean a thing. But we've suffered enough with battle, so I just Master Ball it and make him my HM user. Sunyshore is where the last gym is, and Volkner holds the gym badge that will grant us access to the Pokemon League. Now we're at the League. A last battle awaits us before we challenge the Elite Four. we are challenged one last time by our rival Barry. Now, I'll be honest, Fantina was tedious, but I found a way to beat her. The last Cyrus battle was hell on earth, but he wasn't impossible. This fight against Barry locked down our loss for this challenge. I tried different TMs, different strategies, attract and double team helped a lot, but Barry's team is full of extremely powerful physical attackers, and if they even land one hit, my fight was over. I got over Staraptor many times, sometimes without taking damage, but when it came to Heracross and Infernape, one close comeback knocked Happiny out flat. I retried this battle over 50 times. I have 3 videos, all over 30 minutes long, in the span of a few days of me trying this fight again and again. There might have been a way. I might have gotten lucky just one time to get the win, but pure exhaustion won. I kept ramming my head against the same brick wall over and over, hoping it would crumble, but every time the one lying on the ground was me. After that excruciating experience, I have to end the video with a loss. I could not beat Pokémon Platinum with Happiny. Now you may be able to, but honestly, I wouldn't recommend this run to anyone. It had a lot of puzzle solving, which made it kinda fun since I couldn't just over level everything and brute force my way through. But looking around for that one puzzle piece that fits only leaves you with a bunch of scattered ones on the table. I really hope you enjoy my long-awaited torment. I had been hinting at this video for a very long time since it was recorded back in 2019. Sadly, with my PC crashing enough times to render it unusable and the current world situation, I was without a computer for many months. But I was able to build up a new one to bring you guys this video. If you enjoyed it, I'd greatly appreciate if you would give it a like, share, a comment of your favorite or least favorite part of the video, and be sure to subscribe for more challenge videos like this one. You can leave suggestions of future runs you'd like to see, and you can watch my Pokemon Emerald Randomized Nuzlocke premiering this Friday at 4 PM EST while you wait for the challenge videos to come out. Again, thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed. I'm Pokemon Trainer Diode, and I will catch you guys later.